Well, howdy diddly dandy there. Chums, 'tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I want to talk a little bit about No Man's Sky before I get in and actually play my settlements and pick up from where I left off. Because Sean of the Murrays over on the Twitterverse has announced that an experimental build pushed to PC with upcoming fixes for all platforms. Now you can click here and get the full Steam list, which I'm probably going to do rather than hit up 2 images. And let's zoom in onto this and let's jump on over onto screen. Okay, right, here we go. I made that as big as I can for you. Now, I'm not going to read out every single one of these. I'm just going to leave them on the screen long enough for you to perhaps read them yourselves. And I'm just going to pick on some of the bigger ones amongst these. But all in all, there is a lot of settlement updates going into this. One of my favourite ones is this one. Settlement terminals now show the name and class of their associated building when viewing through the analysis visor. That is something that I suggested that they added in one of my videos. Do they watch my videos? I really do hope so. I do send the odd one over to them that's got ideas in to say this is how I feel it could be improved. So hopefully that's picked up. Then again, it could be something that's been echoed over on Reddit. I also know that they comb the Reddit over and over looking for new ideas, complaints or suggestions. It could be over there. Okay, or maybe they've just been playing it back themselves and thought, you know what, we need to do something about just how hard it is to get around and understand which building needs upgrading next. So I'm very happy about that one. That one's a pretty darn freaking cool. Fixed collision of the central monument at the Autophage settlements. You could walk through it essentially, you know, where the Autophage was sitting. I thought they had done that purposely to stop people getting stuck there. I just hope that people don't get stuck there. You only got stuck there if you didn't have the Overseer's building complete, or if the Overseer's building is under construction and you go and teleport back down there. It doesn't let you teleport back in there while it's under construction. It puts you at the center settlement, so you might end up, I don't know what's going to happen now. That might have caused a new bug, but we'll see. Cool. Fix an issue that could cause downloaded settlements data to interfere with local settlement data. Affecting settlements will have their correct values restored on load. I don't know whether that's what's causing my time as the Overseer to be listed as 56 years or whatever. So there's a lot here for settlements. All these ones up the top here are all about settlements, and then the bits down here are more sort of things outside of the settlements update that's kind of loosely linked to the settlements update in a roundabout way, or at least that's what I'm reading into this. It could be something else. The weird thing that I find with a lot of these little other sort of things that are being fixed, I'm wondering whether these little things that we often see at the bottom of patch notes that aren't related to the current update that are being fixed are things that Hello Games are working on currently inside of perhaps the new update maybe coming soon. So I often look at these and think, is there anything that I could work on or take a mental note of? Keep that in mind's eye for perhaps future speculation. And some of these bullet points sometimes spin off and give their own sort of speculation-y type point. But there we go, people. That's pretty much everything I've got for you where it comes to that. I'm going to jump into game. I'm hoping this update is out for me to actually hit on up now. And yeah, hopefully it might improve our experience in today's video. Saying that though, I have just jumped over to the release log and it's still showing 3.72. Now it might show 3.73 once it goes to all platforms, because that should be 3.73, this one. That should be everything that we're seeing in 3.73, not 3.72. Just as an extra caveat. Now, although Sean Murray says it's been pushed to PC, I've jumped over onto Steam and there's no new update for it. So, no new update, people. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. Yeah. There's no update here. I'm going to be running on 3.72 after reading out those patch notes that I thought had already came to PC, because he said pushed out to PC. Okay, people, I'll see you inside the game. Well, chums, I've spawned inside of the spatial anomaly, and would you check this out? It looks like the Quicksilver items have moved over And they have gone and given us all of these wintry, cold items that I thought maybe they might delay, and maybe we might have seen an expedition. That hasn't happened, so now I think we're probably not going to see an update to No Man's Sky until we've unlocked all of these, and then there's one more banner, a strange little pop-up creature banner that looks like a meerkat. So after that, there's got to be an update, because we need to have the Quicksilver store replenished. So I'm pitching my bets now mid-July. Yeah, around there. Roughly when all this stuff unlocks inside the Quicksilver store. So there we go. Another little snippet of news for you before I jump into game. You know what? Since I've got so much news, I might clip this together and make a separate video and put it out there before I go to my settlement. So you know what? So this might be a little separate video nugget, so I might as well say goodbye to people before I jump on down to the planet. So there you go, people. Might as well do this as a Cup of Tea with Captain Steve episode. A little bit of No Man's Sky news, a little bit of backpedaling on speculation, but then I did say maybe, maybe not. It could go either way. And it's gone the way that I thought it might, to be honest, people. I thought we might see an update mid-July time after we've unlocked all this Quicksilver stuff. So there's those 4 cold items, then there's that little peeping fauna banner. Now let me just show you what I'm on about, just in case. So if I open up the No Man's Sky Assistant app, which is an awesome app, by the way, it's free for all platforms. Go to community missions. So the next items are all these things that you're seeing right now. That's what we've got right now. So after all of those 4 things, the only thing left inside of the Quicksilver store will be this banner. It's called the Peeping Fauna banner. That's the only thing that comes after those cold things. And then we've got to see some kind of update to replenish that Quicksilver store, unless they're going to revamp Quicksilver store, but I don't see that happening. So anyway, goodbye, and goodbye again, those that have just tuned in for news. Okay, jumps, so those that are just not for news, here we go. Right, so I'm going to be going to I'm going to go to the Gek one first. Let's go to the Gek one first. Let's go. Right. Well, I want to be in normal mode, first and foremost. Am I in normal mode? I am in normal mode! Lovely jubbly. And let's go on over to the settlement and let's go and see what's going on there, shall we? Righto, here we go. Guide, settlement management, here we are. Award large bonus. I'm a large bonus kind of guy. Yeah, you're having the large bonus. There you go. Happiness. What the fudge? The brood has spawned. Right. I need my gun. Take that in the face, git. Right. Pole spitter. That's my favourite weapon of choice for killing bugs. Take that, you squishy git. Right, big squishy git. Let's get him. Get out of it, you. Hiya! Take off all of his bone matter, all of his protecciones. Now do this side. Goodbye, leg panels. Take that. Oh, I've got one more leg. There we go. Now let's get rid of all of his hind. Make him super squishy. Have I done this side? No, still got a panel this side. There we go. That's him weakened, or should be. Now I'm going to fire a geology cannon at him a couple of times. That gets rid of a lot of his brood as well. Don't have to worry too much about his youngins. Just focus on the main critter. Oh, I've got to do my hazard protection. There we go. Vile Cortex! What the fudge? Okay. What the fudge is the Vile Cortex when it's at home? What did it just give me? Okay. Not too sure where that went. I'll find it. Okay, it went aboard my freighter. There it is, the Vile Cortex, the brain stem of a brood mother, pulled from its malignant corpse. Okay. This is a valuable trophy, signifying victory in the quest to purge the infestation of the vile brood. Turn it over to an envoy of the Mercenaries Guild to mark your triumph. Oh, I will. Okay, cool, we will be doing that. Right, I have gone through, people, for all of those with a nervous disposition, and I have actually sorted every single one of my inventories, so you no longer need to shut your eyes in fear every time I open my UI. Something that's still happening though. Look, we've got the flickering mess that is the flickering mess that is now No Man's Sky. It's a little bit worrying. Hopefully they can fix that at some stage, but right now, still not fixed. And I didn't see it inside of those patch notes earlier either, people. You would have thought a graphical issue such as that would be easily done. Okay, reopen building. There we go. Lovely jubbly. That's now S-class. I'm going to make up a tea still. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Coolio. Well, that's that then done, isn't it? Sweet. Okay. Let's have a look inside. People have been telling me that they get S-class multi-tool cabinets and all sorts appearing. I get empty seed trays that I can't put shite all in. Yeah, congratulations me. Okay, right, here we go. Let's hit the save beacon. Might as well pick the save beacon up though now. I mean, it's look when I hover over it, I definitely haven't got it right now. It just tells me what it is, hydroponics bay, but it doesn't say the class. It would be nice to be able to see the class, and then I might be able to find if there's some buildings that I've missed. What about this one? Oh, okay, right. Well, this is production. Looks quite good. Yeah, we'll get that one going. And let's put down a beacon. Beacon for beacon. Chikaboom. Definitely the beacons update. I'm having to put down a freaking beacon every 5 minutes. Okay, hopefully that might not be the case after the next update goes in. We've got an hour on that one. Okie dokie. Where's my gaff gone? There it is. There's my gaff. Let's head on over here. So, learning English with Captain Steve. Gaff equals house, mansion, your place of rest, the place that you call home. That is a gaff. Gaff can also be a laugh though. So, you're gaffing, mate. You're freaking having a gaff. Or there's a gaffer, which is also a short term for an electrician. So, there you go. Learning English with Captain Steve. The word gaff. Gaff. It's a beautiful word. Okay, here we go. Let's head on over. Your settlements. Let's go to... We've just done Gek. We're going to do a Viking. Let's go to the Viking settlement. We also have the word gapper tape, which comes from the electrical tape. But there's also sometimes the tape that you can put over people's mouths. It's not going to hurt too much when you pull it off. So if you could say, you know, gaff that person. I mean, shut them up as well. So, but that's a little bit gangster. You know, it's not. You're not going to hear that in everyday terms. Heck no. It's a bit dodgy, to be fair. Right, let's head on over here. The word gaff. It's like Sesame Street over here, people, but slightly shiter, isn't it? Right, here we go then. Resolve citizen dispute. Okay. Collect a fine. It's going to take the debt down. I'm just going to. Yeah. No, fine. I'm going to do it to take the debt down. He gets to stay. Everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner in that situation, isn't it? There we go. The set has been... Let's have a look. See what my debt is like right now, shall we? And my Viking 1 status. Oh, settlement is in debt. Yeah, it's still going up. It's still going up. Okay, it's a drop in an ocean is the plight of my Viking friend. Even though I've got S-class buildings everywhere, I think I've even S-classed this building. Yeah, I've even S-classed that one. So it's doing quite well out there. There's my little... And look, it is giving me a marker. So my beacons aren't as necessary as what they used to be. It's only if... Oh, come on, go round. It's only if it hasn't finished completion that I need them there. Right, well, that's just taken that up to an S-class. You would think the debt would start turning around when you get, like, maybe 4 buildings to S-class. But I've got more than 4 here. I'm fairly sure I've got more than 4 here that are S. Okay, let's find another large building that does good production. Have I already done this one? I mean, sometimes the name gives it away. Sleep Pod Collective. All right. I can't imagine this. The productivity on this one isn't great. Yeah, it's not great, but it does help the max amount of residents. But there's still nowhere even close to that. I want to look for another one that's more to do with production. A multi-chamber unit. Production's on, that's bad. Let me just go around and I'll see what I can find. You know what, people? I haven't got many manufacturing facilities here. They're all pretty cack, to be honest. And I think you can tell which ones I've done a little bit easier here, because all the buildings go sort of white like that. They all look really cool. And all the ones I haven't done look pretty shite. They're all sort of like still all rusted and bedraggled. Yeah, bedraggled. A new word created by Captain Steve. Okay, there's bedraggled, but bedraggled I don't think is a real word. That one is just a new one. The lexicon of Steve. We're just going to do this one then, people. There we go. We do this one. Let's put down a lovely little beacon. Beacon, lovely little beacon. Keeping it bacony colours, red and white. Stringy beacon. Right, okay, let's get inside of my little lodge then. Where my little lodge has gone. Where's my gaff? There you go. You can use that word in your own daily lives. Gaff. There it goes. Okay, I'm just going to check on this again just to see if the debt's now going the right way. Lovely. Are you still going up? Or, oh, it's going up, but a little bit slower now. Hopefully that debt is going to start going down soon. Yeah. Okay, alright. Let's jump on over to another one of my settlements. We've done quite a few now. We're on Korvax. We're going to Korvax. Lovely, jubbly. Oh, people have asked me, what the fudge are those little toys that you hold up every now and again? I've got them all over my desk. I've got a whole load of them. Okay? So, this guy is one of my favourite ones. He's in easy reach. I think this one, though, is my favourite, the red and white one. Hold on, let me make myself a little bit bigger on the screen. Boom. So these little guys, inside of there, you can see them, the little fluffy gits, like little beasts in mech suits. They're actually called Labubu's. Now, Ivy wanted one to hang off of her handbag. It's a thing that got started over in Korea, spread to the Philippines, and it's something that she really wanted. Well, I found that they do these little mech ones. Well, there's a whole load of them to collect. I've got a load of them. I've got all the ones I want. There's some really rubbish ones. There's a pink one, for example. Don't want that one! Yeah, so we've got these anyhow. Yeah, so if you're wondering what they are, that's what they are. Anyway, let's hit this up. Coolio! Greet settlement at visitors camp. There we go. A cobalt station? Heck yes, mate! Yes, I want a cobalt station. Nice! I like new arrivals like him. More of him, please. Yes, okay, coolio. That's probably just going to add a plus to the actual... Oh my freaking good god, I didn't bring an umbrella! Right, here we go. Let's head on over this way. Yeah, we'll check the pluses in a moment and see if the cobalt station has been added. Right, here we go. Let's get this done. That's now up to an A. So we can now push that to an S once we've cleared this screen. People tell me to hold down the tab key to skip. I just held the tab key then. Still did freaking nothing, mate. Alright, here we go. Let's put in the 64 dirt. And that's now going up to the S. Right, let's go back into my gaff. Come on, gaff. Let's get inside. Have I upgraded this gaff? I didn't check last time. Yes, I've done that one. Cool. Sweet. I think I've done all of them now, all the overseer stations. Let's just check this settlement. Let's see how we're getting on here. Oh, we can actually choose different outputs in here. Now, people told me, Steve, you shouldn't have changed your settlements for the autophage. Because once you've selected something, you can't then change it back. Now, radion's quite cool. There is another gas that was needed. And that was, oh, what was it? It was the nitrogen. Nitrogen was needed in the production of my settlements, so I'm going to choose that. I like to choose the things that I'm not going to get other places that are going to help for settlement upgrades at the moment. So there we go, got that in there. Radion and nitrogen. Nitrogen we've needed inside of settlement building. I don't think we've needed radion, but I don't think there's anything else that I want to swap in place of that right now. No, there's not. Okay, so I'd leave it like that. It's a shame dirt isn't in this list. Dirt, or what was the other one? Oh, Star Silk. It's a shame Star Silk and dirt isn't in that list, because they can be a bit of a pain to go and get. Righto, well, there we go. So this one is now out of debt, and it's doing pretty darn well, isn't it? Yes, let's go to the history. It still says 56 years. I'm hoping the next update, 5.73, fixes that. That's what I'm hoping it fixes. Okay, because I think that's the only thing that is really, really broken at the moment. And when I say really, really broken, you know, you can live without it. It's cosmetic. I don't think it has much bearing on what's going on here. It would just be nice to get a better reading of how good I've been as an overseer. Okay, we're going to the Autophage one. The Autophage camp is the camp that I've been doing in creative mode, and I've already S-classed every building there. Now, the interesting thing is, this came out of debt. I changed the resources, and I'm thinking it's probably out of debt again now. I want to see if the resources have gone back to what they were before. Let's just do this. I'm gonna go for it. A visitor settlement mechanic knows has demanded audience with the overseer. They offer their service as a xenobiologist. Mate, you're staying. You freaking got it, mate. Yes, you demanded a high wage, but I think you're worth it. There we go. Let's have a look at my status. And it's kept the things that I chose. It's kept the things I chose. I don't think I can choose the things that it... Oh, it did have Atlantium. Atlantium was one of the things it had. And the other thing was another purple sentinel thing. It was the inverted mirrors. I had the inverted mirrors on one slot and I had Atlantium on the other. It looks like I can go back to that if I wish. But I'm keeping in the quantum computer and the amino chamber because both of these things have been needed as I've been upgrading my settlements. But it takes freaking years to get one or two of them. That's mental. Can I have that now? I can. Lovely. I'll put them aboard my freighter. Can I have one of those? I can have those too. They're going aboard my freighter. Thank you. Just in case I need them for building of any other settlements. Okay, rightio. Let's have a look-see. I've upgraded every single building here. At least I think I have. But once we get the new update, I might be able to scan around and find more that I can do when I'm here. Yeah. What's that one there? It's got a different... Oh, no, that's because it's the Centimus plaque, isn't it? Yeah, so, on the patch notes, it said about the collision on here. Look, at the moment, look, you can just walk into the middle here. You can't stand on that platform right now. My worry is, if you're upgrading your Overseer's station and the teleporter is not in use, it's going to teleport you here. And at the moment, if it teleports you here, you end up just appearing here. If they have fixed this bit down here, so you can't walk around it anymore, what's going to happen if you get teleported there? That's my worry. That's what I think could cause an extra bug. But yeah, anyway, I'm about done now for another hour and a half, 2 hours. I've got no more timers that I can do for the next few hours, have I? Why is it pointing me bloody there for? I want to go back to my Overseer's office. I've lost my icon from my Overseer's office. Oh, fun times. That helps, doesn't it? Okay. Well, I think I'll just sit in my ship for now. And hopefully we'll be back later. Yeah, for you guys it's going to be instantaneous, power of editing and all that. But for me, I'm going to have to do the old manual waiting stuff. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Coolio! Anyway, you're probably going to see a little animation screen with this guy in asking you to subscribe. He's going to be running around firing rockets. Yes, done it with AI. Captain Steve, oh Captain Steve, oh Captain. Heck yeah. Why not hit that like and subscribe? Thank you very much. Okay, well, we're back with power of editing for you guys. That was instantaneous. And yes, I can now see my gaff. Yeah, let's go to my gaff. Lovely jobs. Enter Sesame. And over here. Let's have a look-see. View construction opportunity. Right, we're going to go for a saloon. We're going to go for a saloon at my Autophage camp. I've turned this down a couple of times. I'm not turning it down again, just in case it doesn't appear again. We're going for that. I mean, I'm already out of debt in this one, so I'm not overly fussed anymore about going for whatever. I'm going for happiness. Yeah, I could do with more population. That's way behind. But I think that's going to do the old catchy upper Rooney, isn't it, at some stage. But let's go and build that. Let's go build my saloon. Now, this is one that I can build in creative mode. So I'm going to go back into creative mode. Thank you very much. 3 upgrades, I guess. Let's do this. And also quick time gates. In goes the pure ferrite. We've only got 9 seconds. I tell you what, I'll reconvene when I've got it up to S class and it's all done. Then we'll take a tour. Yeah, chums, here we go. The final upgrade to S class. It's done. I guess if you hold down escape, it actually skips it. Cool. Awesome. Not tab, escape. Okay, righto. So here we go. This is my Autophage S class bar. It's yet to have any visitors other than I. Lovely tunes banging out from here. Very nice indeed. Swish, dapper, sweet. We've even got a nutrient processor in here. It says it's in use. And you can't pick it up. Well, that's freaking useful, isn't it? What's the point in that then? I guess it's just set dressing. Alright, fine. Bit random though. Bit random, has to be said. Alright, okay, right, well that's that done then. Let's head on back to my gaff. Okay, right, let's head back inside of here. Let's have a look at the old status of this now, because I did pick up that perk, didn't I? The Cobalt Factory. Let's see if it's listed somewhere inside of here. Or was that at another... Yeah, that might have been on another one, to be fair. But yeah, this is doing quite nice. This is doing pretty good. Alright, well I better put it back in normal mode and then we'll go over to one of my other settlements. Okay, right. I think we'll go do... We could do the Gek one. We'll just go from there. We go there. Boom! Righto, we're back at the old Gekaruni one. I think this is quite a distance, this one, from getting itself out of debt. But there we go. Citizen's request. Let's see how we do with this one. Citizen's happiness +4. I'm going to go with that one then. And I'm putting myself even further into debt on this one. Yeah, the debt, it's going up still. Fun times. What did it say? Celebrate the blob. Oh look, they're having a little celebration. Nice. Okay, cool. We're heading over here. And let's open this. B-class. Yeah, without a new factory coming in, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one out of debt as fast as others. It might be wise to look at the floor plans of settlements and only really go for ones that have got quite a lot of buildings that you know are going to up the productivities. Okay, well that's going to be another hour. Okay, well that's going to take me up to my lunch around, yeah, 1 o'clock-ish, something like that. Alright, okay, well let's head on back over to the old gaff and let's head on to the next one, shall we? Yeah, having a lovely time there with the celebrations. Lovely jobs. Right, okay, that's your settlements. And we're going to go for the Korvax one, I think. Let's go there. Right, my Korvax one. No, I think this one is also out of debt now, isn't it, this one? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that's the one that's out of debt. Cool. Make policy decision. I'm going to go for the welfare. I'm going to go for the happiness. Because I think happiness on this one isn't as good as the previous one. No, there we go. So I need to get the happiness up on there. Was this the one that got the cobalt? Let's have a look. Yeah, cobalt station. So we've still got a couple of minuses here that we need to replace out. But I think we're doing quite good. We're doing quite good on that one. Yeah, the Gek one really needs some work. Okay, right. Well, let's hit on up the Viking one. And I think this one is almost out of debt. I think the debt on this one's going slow. And whoops, I forgot to start something building at the Korvax one. We're going to have to go back there in a moment. Dang it! Okay, right, let's head on over to this console then. Citizens dispute, you say? Well, I'm going to go for the one that's going to be the best, I suppose. So we're going to go for this one. Yeah, go for that one. Collect the fine. Yeah, there you go. Be good. Be good, citizens! Right, let's head on over here then. Let's go and open this. Lovely jobs. Right, now that's a B class. Let's skip that then. Go back in. Come on. And let's do the Star Silk on that one. That's now going. How long is that one going to take? 2 hours. Yeah, okay. I was hoping to squeeze in an extra run around for today's video. I'm going to premiere this rather than go live. Dang it! Let's have a look. Let's have a look how we're doing there. Is the deck going the right way? No, it's still going up, and it's still going up fairly quick. Alright, fine. Let's go back over to the Korvax one and get something building. Right, well, we're back. And let's get something building here quickly. Let's see where we are with it. There we go, over here. I do love the storms on this planet, even though they're crazy. Okay, here we go. And unveil. And that's S-class. Lovely. So that means I can pick this up. This one's already out of debt. So it doesn't really matter what I upgrade now, does it? So let's just do anything. Oh. Am I out of pure ferrite? You're having a laugh, mate. Right, okay. Well, let's see if we can do something about that, shall we? Boom. And we got any rusted metal or just ferrite dust on me? Let's have a look, see. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'll let you know if I find some. We got magnetized ferrite. I've got a load of that. Let's stick that in there. That's going to go to pure ferrite. Let's put some carbon in there. Let's start the magic happening. There we go. Now, I didn't know how much pure ferrite I need. I'll just grab like a 200 stack from here. That should be more than enough, I would imagine. Wait for it to get to the old 200. Let's just grab that out of there. Alright. And there we go. I do. We'll just take that out of there for now. Let's see if that's enough. Was that enough? Yeah, 150. Fine. Sweet. Well, we got that going. How long is that going to take us? Oh, that's only going to take 20 minutes. Alright, well, I might as well come back in 2 hours, though. Might as well stop this going now, mightn't I? Here we go. Stop that. Just take that out of there. Take that out of there. That'll do. Right, well, I call in my ship and I'll make a save. Now, I might be able to squeeze in one more complete run around all the settlements before I actually render this video and get it ready for tonight's premiere. So we'll see. We'll see, people. Alright, hopefully you'll be reconvening with me to do one more run around in about 2 hours' time. See you in a mo. Captain Steve, oh Captain Steve, oh Captain, Captain. Heck yeah, why not hit that like and subscribe? Thank you very much. Righto, well, we're back in. Okay, and I'm inside my Korvax ones. That means I have got something that's finished building over here. Oh, hold on. No, I haven't. I've got something going on over at my stationary type area. Let's have a look at this then. Guide settlements management. Alright, I'm gonna go for... Okay. Award bonus, award a holiday. I'm gonna give you a holiday. There you go. Sweet. Okay, the small dwelling has finished its upgrade of Mondos. Let's go and upgrade that a little bit more, shall we? Zoom, unveil, and skip. Yes, I'm liking that skip button. It's a shame it doesn't work. It's weird how it works on that afterwards, but doesn't work on it before. It's still a little bit broken. Alright. Coolio. Oh, we've got 34 minutes on this one. Maybe by the time we've run around all the buildings, I might be able to go there and do the next stage on that small dwelling. What? What the fudge? Why did I go in there? Okay. The icon was behind that building, was it? Yes! Adjacency bonus! In reverse. Okay, well, let's go and hit up the next settlement then, shall we, people? Okay, we'll go to the Viking one. Let's do it backwards this time. Lovely. Don't worry, chums, I haven't forgot about that vile brood head thing that we got that's aboard my freighter right now, this thing. I am going to go and try and find a mercenaries guild and offload that and see how happy it makes my little chappy. What I was thinking, though, is I could put it over into my exosuit, couldn't I? And what I could do is I could put down this. And what I could then do, if I'm feeling extra cheeky, is look to see... Oh, it is there. And you can do a stack of 10. Why not? Why not duplicate the fudge out of it? Okay. There you go. Just in case it does something super special. I've now got a load of them. I haven't quite got 10 of them, but I've got more than one, which is great. Yeah, how many have I got now? I got 8! That goes. There we go. I've got 8 of them. Lovely jobs. Right, let's go hit up this then. Policy decision. Do not ban or we can ban. Well, I'm going to keep the citizen happiness. There we go. Large dwelling. Just go with what the citizens want. It's probably the best bet, isn't it, really? They've got to live here, I don't. There we go. Reopen occasions. See, it doesn't work now, but if I press that, then hold this, then it works. So it's definitely broken. People are just saying, oh, I just press escape, it's fine, Steve, it works fine. Yeah, but it doesn't, though, does it? If it works like 1 second, if you do it one way, no, it's still broken. All right, here we go. Let's head on over this way, then. I want these things fixed. I don't want to say, oh, yeah, it's good enough. No, if it's broken, it's broken. Yeah, so we go. Let's go to the next settlement. And we're going to the Gek one. Let's go. Righto. There we go. Skippity skip. Zoom around. Make policy decision. Oh, gentle laughing gas or logistics core. Okay, our research team at Loggerheads, they've completed proposals. We could be using technology to improve citizens' welfare, though there is a faction who strongly believes in developing new industrial technologies. I'm going to go for citizen welfare, I think. Yeah, why not? Make a very happy town. Alright, we've got to go and reopen our warehouse if I can find the freaking door. There it is. Okay, there we go. Sweet, let's get on over this way then. Meow. Man, I've chose some stormy planets. Zoom. Escape and then press and hold that. Yeah, there we go. Done. The whole press and escape bit I shouldn't have to do is what I'm getting at, people. If you're wondering. Right, here we go. Let's head on back to my base. Lovely jubbly. Meow. Up-a-chow. And we're going to go and hit on up my last base, the Autophage base. Which is this one here. Lovely jobs. And over we go, people. This one's already A-class. So if you can log in like 3 times a day every 2 hours and do this, then you're probably going to be at the same stage as me. But if you are lucky and you can log in 4 or 5 times a day, of course you're going to be a lot further forwards than I am. Ooh, unknown outcome. I like unknown outcomes. We'll go for that one. Sorry, mate. Yeah, he wins. He had a purple question marky thing. Yeah. Oh no. We got a red thing appear. We got a red thing appear. We were getting this down. We only had 4. Okay. Now we got 5. Atmospheres of suspicion. Bollocks. We picked up a bad one there, people. Oh well. It is what it is. An atmosphere of suspicion. Dang it! Okay, right. Well, hopefully something good comes of that. I don't know what good could come of that, but, you know, stranger things have happened. This is No Man's Sky. Righto, well, we've got to wait, like it says there. The administration terminal will alert us when something new occurs. And that's pretty much my time inside of No Man's Sky today, people. I don't know what day we're on. I'm going to have to look at my previous video and then, you know, I think it's day 6, but I could be wrong. But there we go, people. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. We had that little news segment at the start. I have done that as a separate video as well. But yeah, that's everything I've got for you today, peeps. So, salute. Oh no! I nearly forgot, didn't I? I nearly forgot. Hold on. Where was it? It's inside my exosuit, isn't it? Hold on. Oh, that was lucky, wasn't it? I am forgetful at times, people. Where'd I put the blasted thing? There it is, right there. So I need to find a mercenaries guild. Right, let's go find a mercenaries guild then, people, shall we? Let's take to the skies. I'm not too sure what the actual station is inside of this system. I don't know whether it says... It doesn't. You have to actually go up there and see. Alright, okay, right. Let's go to the station then. Let's have a quick look. You have to fly in and you can see the logo at the back. Now, you would think, oh, maybe you could just use the filter and look at the economy. No, it's different regions have different guilds. I've done a video on this ages ago. It's not as simple as that. Okay, I'm looking in the top right corner up there. It looks like the Explorers Guild. It looks like a giant compass. Let's just make sure that I'm definitely right, that that was a compass and not a sword and shield. And yeah, look, see, that's the Explorers Guild up there. Explorers Guild. Okay? So I need to find... Let's just double check. It definitely is the Explorers Guild. Envoy? Yeah, it's the Explorers Guild. How do I know that? Because it says just down there, Explorers Guild. Alright, okay, coolio. Let's go to another region of space. So, regions of space are actually segregated as regions, and I'll show you what I mean by regions in a sec. So let's get on out. Right, go to the galactic map. So we know that we're in an Explorers region of space right now. You see where it says Takoli, current location, along this bar here, Takoli. Right, so what I want to do is I want to keep moving until it changes to something else. Like there, you see it says Omination, that one, yeah, Ojanmano or whatever. We're going to go there. That's a different region. So you have to go quite far to get into a new region. And sometimes you can have an Explorers Guild right next door to another Explorers Guild. So just be prepared for that, because you might fly in and think, oh, for fudge's sake, I'm still in the same region. Sometimes you can have two neighbouring systems that are exactly, well, regions that are exactly the same. Alright, let's fly on in. So it can take you a little while to find one. But if I go to anything else that's now Ojamanjano, or whatever it is, it's going to be the same as whatever you find in here. Let's go on in. Luckily there's only like, what, I think there's 3 guilds. So it's not, you're not going to be looking for too long. Look, that one's got a coin. This one is the Merchants Guild. So there's the Mercenaries, this is the one I want, Merchants Guild and Explorers Guild. And so this one up here, there you go, there's the coin. I'll just show you this is the Merchants Guild. Bum, bum, bum. And he's a Viking. You'd expect him to be a mercenary, but no, Merchants Guild. Okay? Right, so now we're going to go, hopefully, and find a Mercenary Guild. Yes. Sometimes you're lucky. If you go to neighbouring systems, there's less a chance of them repeating, though. It's very rare that you get two exactly the same, region to region. But because there's like X, Y, and, you know, there's coordinates all over the place. So here you go. If I go to a neighbouring system over here now. So there you go. That's another region. Let's go there. And let's hope that that one is a Mercenaries Guild. Okay, looking in the top right corner. Oh, it's another Merchants Guild. Okay, so might as well fly out of there. I keep going until I come across mercenaries. Okay, Jums, well, we've found a Mercenaries Guild. Now, I'm kind of half tempted to put a base in this area of space, considering that we might have to fight the Vile Brood every now and again. And we might get given more of these little headless trinkets. I might need to turn them in to up my rating. Okay, we can donate, and under the donate list... Oh. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? I can't give it to them. Well, that sucks. It says to present it to the envoy. It's not there to donate to the envoy. Okay. Was that one of the things that was inside of today's patch list that I read out earlier, people? Or at least looked at? Let's go and have a quick look-see. I've taken a look, chums, and it's not. Nope. That's not a bug that they've fixed. But it looks clear as day as a bug to me. Because I've gone to where I'm supposed to go. It says right here, Mercenaries Guild. Turn it over to the envoy of the Mercenaries Guild. This guy is definitely the envoy of the Mercenaries Guild. I'm exhilarated. I'm the highest rank I can possibly be. It should be in this donate list, and it's not there. So I think that they've still got some bugs to fix, and that is one to squash for sure. Okay there, people. Don't really know what to say. I mean, I could build a base here so I can get back to this Mercenaries Guild nice and easy, lickety split and quick, but I don't know. I can just find another one, can't I? It's not a massive hardship. Alright, okay, well I'm going to get out of my ship, create a save, but there we go, people. Fun times. Defeating the vile brute amounts to nothing for you guys in the viewerverse. Until next time, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again.